Hi everybody, Leanne P here. Welcome back to my kitchen. We are showing off one of my favorite kitchen tools, our ceramic knife. This is the Prep Pro Chef's Knife, our larger knife. Has a beautiful ergonomic textured handle, so if my hand is wet, it's not gonna slip. It has a velveted coating, really lovely and sturdy. They all come with this really terrific safety guard, and inside we have a super sharp ceramic knife. Ceramic is actually sharper and stronger than stainless steel. I've had my original set for years and they've never needed to be sharpened. So I wanted to show you how easily this glides through really ripe tomatoes. So if you love gorgeous, juicy tomatoes and you lament that your regular knives squash them, just look how easily you can slice through those. We're making burgers for dinner tonight, so I'm just getting a plate of garnishes ready. So gorgeous thin tomato slices there. We want some sliced pickles. So we're just gonna glide right through there. Your ceramic knives are best for tender fruit and vegetables, so you don't wanna use these for things like squash or turnip or sweet potato, but amazing for tender fruit, tender veg, and boneless meats and fish. We're shining the spotlight on one of our family favorites and a smash summer hit. It's Epicures Big Burger Sauce. This makes a gorgeous homemade version of a Big Mac sauce that you can use on burgers, hot dogs, sandwiches of all kinds, on your Reuben sandwiches. It's amazing as a dressing for a pasta salad or a coleslaw, and many of my customers love to thin it with a tiny bit of milk or vinegar and use it as a homemade Thousand Island salad dressing. So anywhere you'd enjoy that delicious sauce, you can make this your own when you make it at home. Much, much healthier than purchasing it pre-made at the store. So super quick and easy to make. We've got our mayo in our jar here. You can do a substitute and use part mayo and part Greek yogurt if you like. So you have your mayo, your seasoning, a little bit of ketchup, and the recipe's right on the jar, so you never have to go looking for it. Really quick and easy. A little bit of green relish, and we're just gonna stir that together. I often do it at the very beginning before I make my burgers, and by the time we're ready to eat, everything's rehydrated and delicious. And that's it. You have a homemade big burger sauce. We've got big juicy burgers on our menu tonight, and we're using our 3-in-1 burger press to make those. So this is the press, and I'll show you the 3 types of burgers you can make. It does come with a direction sheet, but first you can make sliders. These are great served on a small dinner roll. You just add your ground meat right inside. Use this portion. Oh goodness, my hands are slippery. Use this portion of your press to flatten that down. And you've got a perfectly shaped and sized little slider ready to go. It's also fantastic for making a filling for ice cream sandwiches. So there's your slider. Then you can also do a classic full-size quarter-pound burger just by putting your ground meat in here and pressing down flat. And again, that plate comes right up to remove your burger. And the final kind I'd love to show you is a stuffed burger, because that's our favorite. So in goes the ground meat. I actually twist this part off. As I said, my hands are slippery. Oh my goodness, there we go. And then you have a little indented section. So when you press down, it makes a pocket for all sorts of goodies in your burger. So you could load this burger up with sauteed onions, mushrooms, spinach, feta cheese, sun-dried tomatoes. I'm gonna put some sharp shredded cheddar down inside ours tonight. And even at this point, you could grab your Nacho Cheese Dip and sprinkle a little bit of that in with your cheddar so you can season up your cheese. So lots of great ways to add flavor to your burger. Then we're going to take that little patty. You don't have to make it into a slider in advance. That's just the very last piece of my ground beef. Use your flat surface and press that down, and that seals our shredded cheese right inside our burger. So flip it over, the plate comes right out, lift it off, and you've got a gorgeous stuffed burger. And I'll show you how we season those, because this is the top secret method to my amazing hamburgers here at home. We are going to come in with some Worcestershire sauce and just use that on top of our burger. That adds some real umami flavor and also serves as a glue for my spices, to keep my spices right on my burger where I want them. Oops, there we go. Then we're gonna come in with some burger seasoning. That's another real favorite from Epicure. The flavor profile of our burger is kind of midway between a barbecue spice and a steak spice. So really a fantastic addition to your burgers. So we're just gonna sprinkle a little even coating, maybe 1/4 teaspoon, 1/8 teaspoon onto every burger patty. So just so every bite gets some. We don't want to leave anybody out. We want our burgers well seasoned, and a little bit of this will fall off on the grill as well. So you can be a little generous with your sprinkling. And you'll notice I've got my burgers laid out on one of our sheet pans. These are so incredibly sturdy. So even if you've got them loaded up with a heavy batch of burgers, it's so easy to bring them out to the grill. Really easy to clean. There we go. There's our burger seasoning on there. And then we are going to add a little bit of beef and steak as well. Slightly different flavor profile, but it really makes your burgers taste like steak on a bun. So ever since I've been using my Epicure spices, I always make sure to include a little bit of this onto my burgers. You could mix it into the ground meat, but here's a little chef's trick I've learned along the way. The more you handle your ground meats, the tougher they become. So the harder the compact texture of your beef, you'll end up with something more like a meatloaf than you will a burger. So I try not to handle mine too much. That's why I choose to not mix all my spices into the ground meat. I put them on top, and more than enough will stay on to give them amazing flavor. And then I'm gonna come in and make sure everyone is well seasoned with a grind of sea salt. This is a big game changer as well. You wanna make sure if you can have salt, that you season them well. If not, if you're a low sodium household, you'll love how the spices, the burger, and the beef and steak give big flavor to your burgers. So we're gonna take these out to the grill. Okay, we're putting our burgers on the grill. And one of the tips that I have for you when you've made them in the press is the stuffed side where you put on the little top. That's the side that's up. We want that to cook together a little bit. So that's why I'm putting them on this way. I'm putting the spice side down first. And we're gonna let them partially cook on this side, and then we'll come back to flip them. And what I want to share with you, big secret to gorgeous, juicy burgers. These have been made with lean ground beef, and at no point am I gonna take my spatula and press on that burger. Big, big no-no in the burger world. Do not press. Because when you press on them, all those gorgeous meaty juices go down into your grill. You want to keep the moisture in your burger. So never press. We're just gonna let them cook on this side, turn them once, add the sauce, and they're good to go. We're gonna check our burgers. That's been about 5 minutes. And you'll see that they're puffed up. That shows me that the heat has come into the center of the burger and started to cook everything. And we're looking cooked around that outer edge, even on the top. So that means the heat and the cooking process are starting to spread around the sides of the burgers. So we're safe to flip them. I don't like to play with my burgers and flip them a whole lot. That keeps the juices in. So see, we've got great caramelization here. We've got some really good looking grill lines. So that's all gonna translate as big flavor. A little flare like that is to be expected, in case there's any little oil from the cheese leaking out. Now this one, we had a little bit of a blowout in the side. I should have pressed it down on the side just to be ensured that everything was tight, but it'll be all right. So let's keep an eye on it. Okay, those will be fine. And we're gonna come in with some barbecue sauce. This is my homemade sauce. I just make it up and put it in a big reusable ketchup bottle. And I don't sauce them before now because my sauce has a little bit of brown sugar and a little bit of molasses in there. So I don't want that to burn. So we're just gonna come in and add the sauce. Ooh, let's move those guys out so I can get in there. Let's do that, and then you can get a better look. There we go. So we're just gonna lay the sauce on top, and as that second side cooks, the sauce will set up and bond with the burger. Oh gosh, these are going to be so good. I wish we had smell-o-vision again. The scent is fantastic. So maybe 4 to 5 minutes on this side and we are ready to go. Okay, so we're ready to plate them up. We're gonna grab that final bun. See, some gorgeous toasting. The garlic butter, that's the secret to an amazing burger. I made some garlic butter with softened butter, roasted garlic aioli, and some of our Tuscan burger seasoning actually. That has some little tomato pieces in there and garlic and sumac. There's the top of that bun so you can see the gorgeous color on there. This is all big flavor. It's gonna make an amazing supper. Okay, so we are gonna dress this gorgeous burger. So first we have some burger sauce. That'll be the first of many drips and spills with this juicy burger, and that is quite all right. Then we are going to add a gorgeous piece of leaf lettuce here. We've got a couple slices of tomato. There we go. We're gonna need some pickles. So this is a fully loaded burger. It is going to be fantastic. You can even serve these with toothpicks if you like to hold them together. But here we go. That goes right on top. Oops. See, I'm finger licking already. And there is our amazing burger. Can you see there? Wouldn't you love to be digging into that for dinner?